I have seen this pattern repeat itself more times than I can count. It starts as a quiet concern, a lingering thought in the back of your mind every time you look in the mirror or feel a slight discomfort while brushing. You see people who follow every instruction, who visit the dentist religiously, who buy the most expensive toothpastes and the strongest mouthwashes, and yet they still carry a silent burden. They deal with bad breath that won't go away, gums that bleed without warning, and that terrifying, uncomfortable sensation of teeth becoming increasingly sensitive, almost as if they are losing their grip, feeling loose or fragile. They go through consultations, treatments, and endless promises, yet the cycle never truly ends. I've spent years observing these patterns, connecting dots that have always been there but were never explained clearly to the people who need to hear it most. It's as if there is a wall between the clinical advice and the actual reality of how your body functions. You're told it's about brushing harder or flossing more, but deep down, you know there's something else happening. You feel it when you wake up with a dry mouth, you feel it when your digestion feels off, and you feel it when your confidence takes a hit because you're afraid to smile or speak too closely to someone. The truth is, these signs, the bleeding, the odor, the sensitivity, are not isolated problems. They are not just bad luck or bad genetics. They are reflections of a much deeper imbalance within your body. Have you ever noticed how frequent sinus issues, poor digestion, or even nagging allergies seem to coincide with periods where your oral health feels at its worst? It is not a coincidence. Everything is linked. Your mouth is not a separate entity from the rest of your system. It is the gateway, the primary indicator of what is happening inside your gut and your immune system. When your body is out of sync, it creates a silent cycle that wears down not just your oral health, but your peace of mind. The fear of losing your teeth or the anxiety over the rising costs of dental work doesn't come from nowhere. These fears are the natural consequence of a systemic issue that has been poorly explained for decades. You aren't failing. Your body isn't failing you. You simply haven't received the correct guidance until now. Most people are just treating the symptoms like mopping up water from a leaking pipe instead of turning off the faucet. Before we go further into how these connections work and how you can actually address the root cause, I want to mention that for those of you who are currently struggling with constant bad breath, bleeding gums, or that terrifying fear of losing your teeth, there is a comprehensive guide available at the first link in the description. This guide shows you a clear path to restoring the balance of your oral health and your entire body, moving beyond the temporary fixes you've been offered in the past. It is a resource designed to help you regain your confidence in your health starting today. When we look closer at this invisible root, we start to see the missing piece of the puzzle. It's something simple, something almost ignored by mainstream approaches, yet it has the potential to completely shift your trajectory from one of frustration to one of total restoration. This isn't about another expensive, invasive procedure or a complicated chemical regimen. It's about an accessible adjustment based on real biological understanding of how the human body works as a unified whole. Think about your mouth's microbiome. Just like your gut, your mouth depends on a delicate balance of beneficial bacteria. When you use harsh chemicals or focus only on sterilizing your mouth, you often destroy the very defenders your body needs to keep your gums strong and your breath fresh. This leads to a state of chronic inflammation that doesn't just stay in your mouth, it travels. It affects your respiratory system, your digestion, and your energy levels. By understanding this, you begin to see your body differently. You realize that the sensitivity you feel isn't just a surface issue. It's a signal that your body's internal environment needs recalibration. Once you understand this one simple habit and begin to apply it, the response from your body is often remarkable. It's not magic, it's biology. When you stop fighting against your body and start supporting its natural defense mechanisms, the gums begin to feel firmer. The chronic inflammation that caused the bleeding starts to subside. That persistent, embarrassing breath begins to neutralize because the source of the odor, the bacterial imbalance, is being corrected at the foundational level. The sensitivity that made eating or drinking a chore begins to fade as your enamel and gum line are no longer under constant attack from an acidic, imbalanced environment. But perhaps the most important change isn't what happens in the mirror. It's what happens in your life. You regain the security to smile without hesitation. You stop covering your mouth when you laugh. You stop dreading the dentist because you are no longer a victim of a process you don't understand. You are in control. I must remind you that if you have tried everything, the special rinses, the deep cleanings, the endless prescriptions, and you are still dealing with sensitive teeth, weak gums, and mounting dental bills, there is a complete method waiting for you in the pinned comment below. This is for the person who is tired of the cycle and wants a smarter, more natural way to care for their long-term health. Don't let another day go by feeling like your health is slipping away when the solution is more accessible than you've been led to believe. Check the pinned comment for that full method. We have been conditioned to believe that oral health is a battle of us versus germs. But it's actually a matter of harmony. When you provide the right environment, your body knows exactly how to heal itself. This clarity changes everything. It's not about miracle cures, it's about evidence, observation, and consistency. When you address the root cause, the internal imbalance in the microbial environment, the symptoms, like bleeding and bad breath, simply lose their reason to exist. You begin to see that the high costs and the fear were part of a narrative that ignored the body's interconnectedness. Now, you have the opportunity to move toward a state of total equilibrium. This path is grounded in how we were designed to function. It restores not just your smile, but the health of your entire system. It brings back the relief of knowing you're doing the right thing, the hope that your best days of health are ahead of you, and the unwavering confidence that comes with a truly healthy body. Imagine waking up and not feeling that immediate need to hide your breath. Imagine biting into your favorite food without a wince of pain. This is the reality for those who stop looking at the teeth as isolated objects and start seeing them as vital organs connected to a living, breathing system. The frustration of the past was not your fault. You were just missing the final piece. Now that the piece is here, the choice is yours to step into a new way of living. The path is clear, the evidence is consistent, and the results speak for themselves. You can restore your smile, protect your future, and finally find the peace of mind you have been searching for through all those years of failed visits and empty promises. As we conclude this journey of understanding, remember that your health is your most valuable asset. If you are ready to stop the bleeding, stop the fear, and start living with a healthy, vibrant smile, everything you need to know is waiting for you. For a detailed step-by-step approach to turning this around, make sure to check the link in the first pinned comment. This is the smarter way, the natural way, and the most effective way to reclaim your smile and your health. Your body is ready to heal. You just need to give it the right tools. The journey to a better you starts with this one simple realization. Take that step now and see the difference for yourself. The connection between your oral health and your overall well-being is the most overlooked aspect of modern wellness. We spend billions on external fixes while the internal environment remains neglected. But you now have the clarity to see through that. You understand that the bleeding gums and the sensitivity are calls for help from a system that is out of balance. By adopting this simple habit, you are answering that call. You are providing the foundation for a lifetime of health. This isn't just about teeth. It's about your heart, your digestion, and your longevity. It is about the freedom to be yourself without the shadow of dental anxiety hanging over you. For the last time, I want to emphasize that the complete method to transform your oral health and end the cycle of dental frustration is available right now. You can find the link in the first pinned comment of this video. It is time to move past the temporary fixes and embrace a solution that actually works with your body, not against it. Your smile is a reflection of your health, and your health is a reflection of the choices you make today. Choose the path of clarity and restoration. Check the pinned comment and start your transformation today. You deserve to smile with confidence, and that future is closer than you think. Everything makes sense now because you finally have the truth. It is time to act on it and reclaim the life and the health that belong to you. Clear, simple, and effective, this is the way forward. The relief you've been looking for is just one click away in the pinned comment. Don't wait for the next dental emergency to take action. Start your journey to a balanced body and a perfect smile right now. The sense of hope that comes with this knowledge is powerful. It replaces the dread of the dentist's chair with the confidence of self-care. It replaces the confusion of conflicting advice with the simplicity of biological truth. You are now equipped with the perspective needed to change your health trajectory forever. No more guessing, no more wasted money, and no more fear. Just a clear, accessible, and grounded path to the health you deserve. Thank you for listening, for seeking the truth, and for taking the first step toward a healthier, more confident you. The answer you've been seeking is waiting for you in the pinned comment. Take hold of it and begin your restoration today.